be credentialed FAFS, which is a Fellow in Applied Functional Science, you have to go to a 40-week program. It's all online modules, week by week, but then there's 3 weekends in the year you fly out to Michigan to do that didactic, like hands-on, I'm gonna do this and then see the reaction and then apply AFS to it and see how it changes, speakers, all sorts of workouts that you can engage in. But it is a pretty legitimate certification course. Full-blown, it's about 15 grand, so you need to work with either your finances, your employer's CEU allotment to figure out if this is something that you are able to do. The certificate in applied functional science is all online. It's about $600 or less, and it's breaking down modules. What is AFS? What are the principles of AFS? What more can we do besides the, the OCS, basically, test? How can we make a test become functional and teach people about movement on people's bodies rather than in a textbook form and just know the principles? And it teaches you a philosophy. So as an AFS provider, I have a philosophy that I can walk in with a blank slate, observe someone's movement, be able to tweak someone's movement, see how it changes and say, was that a good tweak or a bad tweak? Do I want them to go here or there to get certain muscle recruitment, certain patterning, certain strengthening coming from a bottom-up or a top-down technique? So it teaches you the terminology and the lingo to use in that type of AFS clinic. There's this thing called the PST system, principles, strategies, and techniques. The principle is the truth. Those are things like gravity, ground reaction force, patient's body weight, patient's gender. It's all these things that you can't change no matter what. Strategy is taking into account you want, considering all of those principles, this person to do the task of putting a box over on a shelf at the post office and they're having shoulder pain. So knowing that there's the principles of gravity, the weight of the box, the strength of the person, you take all of those principles and you say, what is a strategy I can give this person to create an exercise or a technique so they can be successful with that strategy? So it's like learning how to logistically go through almost like an algorithm of where do I even choose my exercises from? Did I hear that they have weak quads because of their MMTs and I trusted that that test was good enough? Or did I watch them during their function and I said, oh wow, their quads aren't engaged in the right timing, in the right amount of power, and I'm going to use a technique that elicits the strategy I'm trying to do. So PST system. So it has helped me obtain a tool that can go anywhere across America, it can go anywhere across the world. They're now worldwide. And even though a practitioner may not, like a colleague may not recognize the credential, you have this philosophy that you can treat by in order to help someone, rather than just a protocol or just what the doctor's telling you during certain time frames you can or can't do. It's teaching you how to be creative in the biomechanics and application